I'm not in a competition with Shaba. I'm not in a competition with SMJ. If I hear say you gossip me, they pay you say I pass you. Wetin Shaba fit do? I no fit try am.
Hey, what's up, my amazing drummers? Today we have a very special video because we have a very amazing guest on this channel today. Someone you guys have been asking me to bring on this channel for a very long time. So I bring to you guys today Victor Mosugu.
Glory.
Good to have you on the channel, sir. Please just a word for your people.
My guys, it is amazing to be on this space with my guy TM, my man. It's been a long time coming and I've been looking forward to this day. I'm glad this day is finally here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. So guys, what we're going to be doing, like we always do, is we're going to be asking Sir Victor some questions about his career. The reason why I do this series is just so that I can get these guys up there to teach us things that we need to learn, things that drummers need to know about them that can help us grow. So right now I'll be getting into this session where I'll be asking him a few questions. So I would love you to tell us, what is your full name, sir?
Okay, my name is... Which one is correct? Is it my name is or my names are? English teachers, please help me.
My name is...
Okay. Oga said my name is... Okay, my name is Mosugu Victor Oluwaseun.
The next question I want to ask you, just give us a brief story. How long have you been a drummer? How did this whole journey of drumming, how did it start for you?
Well, I've been drumming since I was 2. Like, I would say I've been making noise since I was 2, not professionally drumming since then, obviously. Yeah, and it started out that way. My parents saw my love and passion for drums, and they really supported me. They really supported me. So I've been drumming for that long. For that long, yes, till now. So it's been long.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say inspired you to becoming a drummer? Was there anything that inspired you to chasing this career as a drummer?
Well, basically from what I can remember, like I said, I've been drumming since I was 2, so I don't think anything would have inspired me consciously for me to have wanted to be a drummer at that age, but I just grew into it. I think in a way I'm from a family of musicians. I have elder siblings, I have elder sisters that sing, almost all of them. Our firstborn, she's into arts, entertainment and all of that. So I think it's a family thing, sort of. So I think I just grew into it. Not really, I didn't really have any reason to like music or to love drumming. I just grew into it. Yeah.
That's really good to know. Okay, so the next question I want to ask you, sir, straight into the important things, because I did a poll and asked your fans to ask some questions, and one question that kept coming up is, how are you so creative while you're on the drum, particularly your hi-hat ideas, your ride cymbal ideas? Can you just give us a little guide, like what is it like, what is going on in your head when you're trying to be creative?
Okay, so first of all, I'm someone that likes to think outside the box. I don't know it all. I don't even know half of it yet, but I try in my own little way to think outside the box. Let me ask you a question back, TM. If you look at a regular drummer, every regular drummer, whenever you want to listen to a shared session, the first thing you'll be looking out to listen to is how they start from their snare to their thumb to their floor thumb, then kick before going to hi-hat. I think hi-hats or ride will be the least of the things you think you'll be open to. How, I don't know, I'm thinking of how to put it. Hi-hats would be the least
last place
of
your mind will go to.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. That would be the last place your mind will go to. So I like to think outside the box, like what can I play that someone is not even expecting? Something, in fact, for lack of a better word, I would use the word dumb. Something dumb where person no good the reason that I can just chip in and might make sense. Funny how what makes sense to me might not make sense to someone else. But the thing I just learned when I was growing up, and something that has always worked for me, is this saying that just do you. Do you, don't worry. Everybody must not like it. Yeah, just do you. Yeah, so I just like to be creative, come up with things that, yeah.
Wow. Thank you. So drummers are asked this question. I hope you guys are getting the answer to what you want. So the next question I'm going to be asking you, sir, is what is your favorite rudiment? I feel like I know the answer to this one, but let me ask you, what is your favorite rudiment?
Since you say you know the answer, tell me.
I don't know, but based on the things I've scored from you, I feel like you like the paradiddle diddle a lot.
Okay, well, so before I came to Lagos, that was one of the things I was actively working on before coming to Lagos. So I got stuck with it when I came to Lagos, because coming to Lagos, there was no time to rehearse at that first instance. It was all about showing myself, showing what I could do, and all I had in my head. So I got stuck with that stuff, and that's one thing I really, really, really love to use.
Wow.
But doesn't mean that's the only thing I use, though.
Okay.
But I really, really love paradiddle.
Okay.
I really, really love it. Paradiddle diddle, yeah. So you are right.
Oh, so I got that one. Okay, so I'll ask you another question about your favorite. What genre of music, what style do you enjoy playing the most?
Trust me, I don't have a favorite one.
Okay.
And that's because I taught myself to not be rigid, to not be, I mean, I don't have a favorite one. In fact, if you're inviting me for maybe a drum session, or you're asking me to choose what song genre to play with an artist, I will choose a 6/8 over a 4/4.
Wow.
Yes, I love shedding or playing 6/8 even more than the 4/4. So, but I really don't have a particular one that I like. I love everything. Like I miss playing reggae music. Like root reggae. So, my brother, I love everything.
Oh, that's a nice answer, because having a particular genre can make you stereotyped and just very good in one.
It will limit you, and your clients will be limited to a particular type of music.
Exactly.
And that's why I play plenty gigs too. Because I play everything.
Somebody told me over the weekend that it's like you are the most gigging drummer in the city of Lagos.
Well, my brother, people they giggle. It's just that maybe they don't really post as such. Yeah, but I mean, I
but
play,
we know you.
But now you know. But I mean, I play some gigs because I would say probably because I am able to diversify. I'm able to play this, play that, play this, play
I think
that
that's the reason.
Play, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us, sir. Okay, so the next question I want to ask you, there's this thing, you have really fast hands and fast foot. The reason why I'm saying this is I've tried scoring you, and there's the kind of speed you execute some of the things you play with, and it's really, really nice. Is there any tip you have to share with us as regards to how you built your speed on the drums?
Yes, very simple. Work with your metronome. That was how I started. That's how I achieved it. It's not that one is not the grace of God that gave me that speed.
Yes, sir.
It's rehearsal, it's hard work. Don't get it twisted. I love God though. I'm not trying to say God is my number one source. But I'm saying God will not give you the talent and expect you would expect God to come and work hard and fine-tune your talent for you. No. In the Bible, God gave 3 women. I'll be waiting for that story again. Gave them different talents. To some he gave this, to some he gave that. It was their own job to go and multiply it and come back. Not his job to multiply it for them. So no be grace do that one. Now metronome and consistency in rehearsing it over and over again.
Thank you so much for sharing. This is something I feel like most musicians need to learn, because these days we're having people that are overly spiritualizing what God can do for you and leaving the hard work.
Just the play. My fans, just the play.
Some of your fans were asking, they would love to know your practice routine. What do you practice? on days you don't feel like practicing, because I believe we have this feeling sometimes. On days you don't feel like practicing, what do you do to keep yourself going?
Well, there's something called creative block for creatives. So a lot of creatives have different ways of crossing this bridge. For me, what I do, if I don't feel like creating or practicing or doing something, I just let it be. Trust me. If you force it, you just end up wasting your time sometimes. I will not tell you that you pray, force yourself, Baba and a lie. Sometimes let it be. Sometimes leave it alone. Take a walk, take a stroll. I love playing games. I play PS 4 or 5. I love listening to music. Sometimes I don't want to listen to music. I just want to sit down under a tree, just look around, I just want to watch people pass, walk. So sometimes when you do this and you come back, you would feel better. You feel like, okay, you were stuck, you stood up, you gave yourself a breather, and you're back. You feel better. So not be say you want to rehearse, it's not going, you still want to force it, my bro, you're going to waste your time. Stand up, leave it, play game, talk to someone, call someone, watch comedies on your phone. You understand? Go plant fish if you feel plant fish. I mean, do something else. Something else that would make you happy, that would make you feel better. And when you come back to that practice, you'll be happy that you took that walk.
Yes. I think I can attest to this. Thank you so much for sharing this. I'm happy because I've asked a lot of my guests on this channel about this, and everybody gives a similar answer to this. You must not always practice.
Never.
Just do something else that takes your mind off the drumming world, and when you come back, you feel refreshed. Thank you so much for that answer. The next question I want to ask you, this one is a very serious one. How do you deal with competition? How do you deal with competition with your fellow drummers? Like when you see people having this mindset of competition towards you, how do you deal with it? And what do you advise drummers as regards to this topic of competition?
Okay, what I would advise drummers is in the answer I'm going to give in regards to how I deal with competition. So are you ready? I'm not going to say two different answers. The answers are all one. And my answer is the advice to the drummers.
Yes, we're okay with that.
So you're listening, Abi?
Yes, sir.
How I deal with it is that there's no competition, bro. I'm not in a competition with you. I'm not in a competition with Caro. I'm not in a competition with Shaba. I'm not in a competition with SMJ. I'm not with anybody. Bro, as far as I'm concerned, we are all gifted for different reasons, for particular reasons in different spaces. So what I fit do, Caro no fit try. What Caro fit do, I no fit try am. Wetin Shaba fit do, I no fit try am. Wetin Jafar, anybody you fit do, I no fit try am. So everybody gets in power. So anybody where they compete, trust me. So for me, here's the thing: anybody where they compete, trust me, no be me notice am. I no fit notice am because I know they compete with you, bro. I'm just having fun, living my life. At the end of the job, I get paid, I leave. If we ever play the same concert and they give you 8 songs and give me 1, shebi when the concert finish, I go receive alot. You fit even play my own join, no problem. So trust me, I don't notice any competition with anyone. I don't know what it feels like, because if you are in if there's a competition, now you do competition with yourself, not with me.
Yeah, it's in your head.
Because if you try to run my race, you break down, bro.
Exactly. So, this is really a wholesome answer. Thank you so much for that answer. I'll keep hammering on this. Drummers, competition will never help you grow. Leave that person you are trying to compete with and focus on your own lane. All my guests have always said exactly.
It doesn't. If whoever feels there's a competition between himself or another person, that person is just a backward
thinker.
It's not even thinker. You are just at the back. You are jealous.
Yes.
Are just at the back.
Yes, that's very true.
The reason, in the first place, you'll be thinking there's competition between you and somebody is because you feel that person is better than you. Now you think no be the person can't tell you. So you don't dey jealous am. Don't they can't tell say this guy even better pass am. That's where competition comes in. Now your mind the day, you know good.
Oh God.
So there's no competition anywhere, my brother.
Yes.
Anywhere where you go and you hear someone say stuff like, between this guy and this guy, who you enjoy pass, just know say that person, especially when he's a drummer. If maybe keyboard players or bassists are having this conversation, we can permit them. Maybe they are trying to know who is better at doing what than who is better at doing what. But if it's a drummer and saying, guy, this guy waiting they play, just no saying he they pay them, say
They pay them
the
more.
person pass up. That's just if I hear say you gossip me, they pay you, say I pass you.
Thank you so much, sir. You've given the best answer that can be given to this question. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next question I want to ask you very briefly is, who would you say inspired your sound on the drums the most? Which drummer would you say has inspired or influenced your sound the most?
Well, in all sincerity, I won't say anybody in particular, because when I started out by listening to Calvin Rogers. Was the first drummer I listened to first, and for every drummer I listened to them for it also showed up in the way I was rehearsing, because at some point I listened to Chris Coleman, at some point I listened to Tony Royster rather, at some point I listened to Steve Smith, at some point Steve Gadd, at some point Dave Weckl, at some point Calvin Rogers, Eric Moore, this guy that died that was playing for Fredamon before, Marvin McQuitty. Marvin McQuitty. Yeah, then Aaron Spence. So I was listening to all these guys at different times, sometimes maybe 3 months interval. I learning from even Spanky at the time, Judge Spanky. So I won't really say someone in particular influenced my play pattern, but I listen to all of these people. So there are sometimes I'll play, you think, guy, they sound like Chris Coleman. Immediately I can switch to sounding like Steve Gadd at that time. So immediately I can switch to sounding like George Spanky, or playing like Calvin Rogers, or playing like that was it basically. So I listened to all these guys at that time.
This is very nice. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I'll ask you the next question. How do you deal with stage fright? I know you go out a lot. You've gone for gigs, and I feel like you're one of the perfect persons to ask these questions. This particular question, how do you cope with stage fright? When you get on the stage, how would you advise drummers? What do you think you tell them that they should do to, reduce or eliminate stage fright?
Okay, in all sincerity, you see, my own problem, I have one problem. I don't usually know how to paint something for what it's not, or explain on something that I have no knowledge about. About stage fright, I don't really know what it feels like, because I've never had it, and I'm not joking, in all sincerity. So, I'll use an example. The first time I was going to play, I think 2 examples. First time and I'll try to be brief, sorry, because of time. The first time I was going to play a gig with Bears back then, I think in 2015 or so. I remember the bassists at that time, they were going for another gig, so they had me and another bassist cover for Bears. So the bassist was telling me, "Guy, try me, fear. I know it's not your first show. You should come Lagos with this, and you go see people plenty. And for Babbage, they do Eco Atlantic at the Babbage at the time, Eco Atlantic now." So in my head, I just smiled and I laughed. I smiled and I laughed, but I didn't say why I was smiling or laughing, because he's an elderly person. It probably would have seemed disrespectful, but he said it on a playful or jovial term. So that's example 1. Now, my example 2 will tell you why I smiled for the example 1. So example 2 was when I joined House on the Rock in 2015, and we were about to do the experience. Then my Oga told me, Guy, no fear, experience. People they plenty. Biggest gospel concerts in the world. Again, I smiled. Now, TM, do you know why I smiled?
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you why I smiled. So, years before I came to Lagos, I played Reinhard Bonnke's Crusade in Kogi State.
Wow.
1 week stretch, I was the main drummer. I was playing, like I played the, Reinhard Bonnke, if he's coming to a stage, there are several drummers, several bands and all.
Yes.
But in a way, I was the one playing the most because, again, I was the only person who could play with a talking drummer. So for the praise and worship, I was the one playing all through. It's only when it gets to special administration that other drummers will play. So imagine playing Reinhard Bonnke from Monday, I think it was Monday to Sunday or Wednesday to Sunday. Every day. Other people were taking turns for the specials, but I was playing praise and worship every day because I could play with a talking drummer. So now, so me saying because I could play with a talking drummer, that still proof that it is good for you to not be stuck with one. Yeah, it's good to be versatile. Then me mentioning Reinhard Bonnke, do you know that for every Reinhard Bonnke, no stadium can contain the crowd?
Yeah. I can
not even TBS. The last Reinhard Bonnke they did in Lagos, they had to go and clear one major land, like
I was
one
still in Lagos then.
Yes,
I remember.
So now, if I played in Reinhard Bonnke, Reinhard Bonnke Crusade in Kogi State years before coming to Lagos, which crowd did they experience? Now, do you see why I laughed?
I understand.
So when they say no fear experience, I'm like, I don't play Reinhard Bonnke like 4-5 years before I come Lagos. Now experience crowd I go come. Wow. The only difference is that maybe there are more lights on the stage, more effigy, more packaging. But bro, the crowd where they Reinhard Bonnke now times 3, 4, 5 of waiting they come experience. So, I in all sincerity, I don't really know how
stage
fright feels because maybe because I'm a jovial person. Also, I easily get familiar with the stage, familiar with everywhere, familiar with everything and everybody. So I don't really know how it feels. But guess what? Here's the thing. Here's my advice for whoever has stage fright. Feel free. Yes, na mistake you go make, they no go shoot you.
Yes.
No fear, bro. No fear. Just take it as a bigger space or a bigger stage for you to showcase yourself. And if you showcase yourself properly and you get the job done perfectly, trust me, more gigs are coming your way. So don't get scared. Wow. I'm sorry I took long answering this one.
No. It was necessary. Thank you so much for this answer. Because sometimes we feel like it's only some of us feel like stage fright exists to everybody, but it's good to know that some people do not have it.
I really don't.
Wow. Now this next question I want to ask you is a very important one. And why do I think it's very important is because if I should be very honest, I think lots of drummers financially are not doing well. So what advice can you give to drummers? Like drummers, as many as they are watching these videos, what advice can you give to them that will help them grow commercially? Like if they want to monetize their gift of drumming or to grow financially, even if it's outside drumming, so they can boost the drumming, what advice can you give to them?
First of all, which is the most important one, have a very, 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 very good saving culture. Not be every time you go play show. Let's assume you are a big drummer, you're big, you play gigs, you are busy, you get recordings and all. Even with the fact that we know that the payment is not there yet in Nigeria, but even with the little you get paid, you have to have a very good saving culture. If you cannot save yourself, get someone. You must have someone in your circle, either your siblings or your mom or someone who can help you save. For every gig, it's you that know how you want to save. Do your savings and make sure you're disciplined with it, because trust me, these are mistakes a lot of us made when we started out, but thank God we were able to retrace our steps early. That's number one. Number two, drumming alone cannot pay your bills.
Yes, sir.
It cannot pay your bills. Quote me anywhere. Now, me saying drumming alone cannot pay your bills, it doesn't mean don't do music or don't do drumming. No, that's not what I'm saying. Even the artist you are playing for probably has about 5 to 10 cars somewhere that they are doing Uber and remitting money, or has a side business, or is into real estate, or is doing something else, or they are selling, they sell cars, or they sell bro Dangote. If Dangote fit they do sugar, do salt, do
only one person
spag, do cement, who your papa be, who your artist be? So if you want to have that financial freedom and stability, drumming alone cannot do it. I don't play drums alone. Don't get it twisted. I do businesses.
It seems like we can see that already from this office.
No go the dollar. I play gigs. I get money from drumming a lot. I record a lot. But that's not the only thing that I do. That's not the only stream of income I have. Like I said, these are mistakes we made. These are mistakes I made. Don't let me say we. Not be me and person there. These are mistakes I made earlier. But thankfully, I was able to retrace my steps early also. So I don't want to go into explanation. But trust me, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
In one basket, yes, that's true. Wow, this is a very, very. I really love this answer. Thank you so much, sir. I'm very, very grateful for this answer, because I've asked these questions, and it's good to hear this answer particularly. Nobody's saying drumming is not good, but I think drummers need to learn that it's good to hear from people that they see as their role models, that it's not
drumming
just drumming.
Is very good. If it's no good, if it's no sweet, I won't have this behind me in my house. That's to show you that it's an investment. I know how much comes in from it. We spoke earlier, like I had to do a quick recording for someone before we started this call. Like a quick recording. The person called this morning, and I'm busy now. I'm at the studio. Once I'm done, I'll get home. I'll get it sent to you, and I know how much they have been paid for that job. Good amount of money. And here I am sitting down doing interview again. I mean,
it's delightful. It's very delightful.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just sweet when you know money is coming from different places. So
different places.
The day they do not call me to record, the days they do not call me to record, I'm outside doing other things, transacting other businesses. When they call me to record, if I'm busy with other businesses, I tell them that, okay, guy, I'm doing this so time. Can I send this job back to you in 2 days, in 1 day? It's fine. Okay, I know this amount of money is waiting for me. Once I record and send back, that one go enter, join the hustle while you do here and there. So,
wow. Thank you. That's all I can say. And everybody
is listening. Wow.
No, I'm saying this one because I'm learning.
They have to like really, really pay attention to these things and get it done. Yeah, they have to pay attention to these things and get it done. Maybe to just a lot of us, that's what we do when we hear messages. We are always doing wow, especially in church. They will carry Bible and be writing, yes, Papa, yes, Papa. Do they put it to work? Do they put it to work? That's the question. So I just hope we get these things right.
So the next question I want to ask you now, what do you see upcoming drummers do wrongly that you love them to correct? Like, what's that thing you see upcoming drummers do wrongly that you love them to correct? Very shortly.
Well, everybody is trying to shed. Everybody is trying to shed. In a way, also painting the wrong picture about your crafts. Make it balanced. If you want to shed, it's not bad, but make it balanced. A lot. If you're posting 50 videos of you shedding, if you're posting 30 videos of you shedding, post about 70 of you holding groove, playing music, being musical. Go through my page. You see that sometimes I might just go wild. I'll just post videos that I'm shedding. Sometimes I'll post videos that I'm playing solid groove, solid music. It will be people that would start complaining in the comment section, Baba, sure you don't drop me, you
Do
don't
something.
what's in the happen.
Yeah.
Playing jam now. You understand? That's how it is. Then young drummers should also ask questions. Drumming is not about you just playing. There are lots of parts to it. There is the making money on YouTube type. There is yes, that's getting paid. YouTube pays you monthly for posting content back to back. These are things that I really wish I knew early, but I mean, we didn't know early. We didn't know early enough. So these are things that you should do. This your share. This your sometimes play good music, record, post on YouTube. That way you're making passive income. Even if it's $100 that you get at the end of the month, it's something. It's such something. Then don't rely on music. Some people are very passionate about their drumming, and I love that. But don't make that your soul and life priority. Don't make it. Don't build your life all around drumming. Do something else by the side. I'm not saying don't do drumming full time. Drumming is what I do full time, but I do business also by the side. So these are things people need to ask and know and get corrected about.
Okay, thank you so much for that answer. Thank you so much. So the next thing I want to quickly ask you, what would you say made you? This is a 2-in-1 question. So I want you to just quickly tell me, what would you say made you stand out as Victor Mosugu? Wherever I hear videos, I know when Victor Mosugu is playing. So what's that thing that makes you stand out? And what advice can you share to drummers as regards to sticking to their uniqueness as drummers?
Well, sincerely speaking, like I always say, in all sincerity, I don't know what has made me stand out. But I know one thing for sure. I am me. I no get nickname, I no be true. My name is Mosugu Victor. When I play the way I know the music should be interpreted.
Yes, sir.
I play what is required of the music. I don't I know I don't want to be playing and someone is telling me I sound like Calvin Rogers or I sound like Nick Smith. Even with the fact that I watched these people, I watched them, learned a lot from them, but I feel crazy when you hear me play and you say, this guy sounds like this. I'm not saying it's bad, but I don't like it. So if you're saying I sound like somebody, that means I've not done my homework. That means I don't have my identity in my own drumming.
That's true.
You understand? So that means if you're saying I sound like Calvin Rogers, that means you are telling me that may the name of Calvin Rogers be praised, because now we don't they play like this. So where my own identity come in, you understand? I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad though.
Yeah, I understand.
Some people might say, you have to watch someone to be, yes, but discover yourself.
Yes.
Find your probably it's me being myself, I can play, I have a talking drum in my house. I always say this thing. Maybe it's me being learning or accepting traditional music that has made my sound unique also. Maybe I don't really know. It has to be maybe, but you just need to know that you need to discover your own sound. Even with all my drummers in church, small thing, you go, this one don't sound like you, this one I tell them no, forget, it's just maybe playing something he heard me play. But and I say it to their faces, guy, don't mistakenly sound like me. If you sound like me, all the attributes comes to me.
Yes.
None comes to you for being you. So don't sound like me.
No.
Yes, then I need, for the second question you asked, it's very important for every drummer to discover your own tone, discover yourself, discover your strength, discover what you can do, discover your sound. Yeah, don't be a prototype or a copy of another person. Like I said, the attributes will not go the attribute and the accolades will not go to you. It goes to the person they say you sound like. So you are just like a vessel carrying out that person's project. So discover yourself.
Wow.
Discover your sound.
Wow, this has been a wholesome and very educating session. And I'm really, really grateful. Everybody, please, I want you to go on that comment section right now and appreciate Sir Victor Mosugu. It's been a long time of trying to get this with him, and I'm really privileged to have you here. I'm very, very grateful. And
pleasure is mine, boss.
Okay. So right now, I'll put this portion of the video where he shows us certain things now.
So I was told lots of people keep asking what speed exercises I do. Guys, it's mostly the same everywhere. I mean, there's no, well, of course, some people might have their special secret, whatever, magic or whatever. It's easy. Practice with your metronome. That's what I do. I don't have to just play something for you guys to see to wow you guys or whatever. Practice with your metronome. Rehearse rudiments, stickings. What I do to work on my speed, what I did to work on my speed from day one, and I still do till now, is use my metronome. Do from singles to doubles to triplets, and I keep increasing the tempo. Then I keep spreading it around the drums. Very easy. It's not anything big. You're doing as simple as this sounds. Trust me, it's crazy. When you're very consistent with it, with rehearsing it correctly, it's crazy the results you would get. As simple as it sounds. Yeah. While you're doing it, it's very easy. Same thing for your double. Remember, with your metronome. And the more you get comfortable with a particular tempo, increase your tempo by 2 or by 4, depending on how comfortable it is with you. So the other thing I do to spice it up, to help my speed, so that's where the technique, I would say, comes in. The other thing I do to spice it up, to help my speed to not be boring, is do things like so I'm not following the regular, I'm spreading it around. Just spread it around. Try to be creative about it. That's where the sweetness is now added to your speed. So it's very easy. Speed secret, if you call it that. That's what it is.